Big news, folks. Labour has vowed to fight for the nanny state to protect Britain's children.
I'd make the same argument in relation to supervised toothbrushing. I was genuinely shocked to learn that the most common cause of admission for 6 to 10-year-olds is decaying teeth which have to be extracted. That is shocking. So don't tell me that it's nanny state to say we're going to do something to prevent that.
Who stole his tie? Now, Starmer has rolled out these measures as part of a child health action plan, which will also promise breakfast clubs for every primary school, supervised toothbrushing, a 9 p.m. watershed for junk food adverts, and a ban on vape ads aimed at children. Citing rather depressing international research, which shows that Britain are now shorter, fatter and less happy than their global counterparts, that's British children, Labour pledged to end the scandal of children being held back by poor health. To achieve this, thousands more health visitors will be trained and given expanded roles. Now, let's start with the positives. Banning junk food adverts strikes me as very sensible. Childhood obesity is something which shames the nation and, frankly, the families involved. And there's no way that kids should be anywhere near a vape cigarette. And whilst it's hard to argue against breakfast clubs for every primary school or even supervised toothbrushing, you get the unmistakable sense that under Labour we'll see 5 years of big government, with the state taking over functions that, to be honest, should be performed by families themselves and the parents whose idea it was in the first place to bring these kids into the world. I'll be honest, I struggle to keep my hair tidy at the best of times. Is a social worker going to come round and give it a quick brush before I go on air? I wouldn't say no. Plus, if you can be bothered flossing, I mean, what a business that is, why don't you just get a nurse to pop round, do that for you as well? These measures are all well and good, and there's no way that I want to see any child go hungry in this country. But what happened to mums and dads doing their job? People taking responsibility for the welfare and upbringing of their children. We have job seekers allowance, we have in-work benefits, we have housing benefit, and yet still the state must pick up the slack. So how is this all going to be paid for? We can't tax any higher or borrow any more. So does it come out of the NHS budget, policing, street lighting, fixing potholes? What's it going to be? Do you see the problem? And my heart goes out to schools and teachers in particular who are going to have to fulfil many of these additional duties rather than do what they're actually employed to do, which is to teach mathematics and English. So the big state is about to get a whole lot bigger under Starmer. And you and I, as well as society, will be paying the price.